Alrighty, I am stoked to play this. Alright. This is so cool. English.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided,
Oh my
in need
God,
of
this looks
someone
so
strong
beautiful.
enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Alright. So hello everyone. This is Biomutant. This is this game just released today. And I am so excited to be playing this game. I expect a lot of this game. THQ Nordic has made some of my favorite games. You know, and they've remade some games that I liked as a kid, you know, so I can't wait to play this game. Trailers look beautiful for this game. Everything is beautiful for this game. Like I said, it just released tonight. It released today at 10 o'clock, and I have been so excited to get home from work so I can play this game. Biomutant, for those you don't know, is a game where you can create your own anthropomorphic animal, and you can venture out into this world, and things you do in the game can actually change the whole scenery around you. So one example that I always give is if you destroy things in the world and you're destructive and everything, you'll actually find the world falling apart around you and craters will start to build up. Whereas if you're being helpful and you're trying to be on the more conservative side and you're trying to make things grow and everything, the planet will flourish and will blossom. And that's one thing that I think is awesome with this game. And you know, the fact that you can make your own character, the fact that you can do all these things, and it's just, you know, this is so expressive of, you know, people, and it really looks like a beautiful game. The scenery and everything looks so beautiful. So without further ado, I'm gonna press X so we can get right into this. Alright, so we're gonna go medium difficulty. You know, I'm not gonna play it on easy. I want to experience the game. Okay.
Encode your DNA.
So this is the customization area. As I said before, Biomutant allows you to customize your character. So you have different types of animals that you can be. So let's see. You got this guy, you got this guy, you got this guy, this one, and then the primal. So they give you a little bit of a backstory. It says Primal is a nimble developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at a cost of a lesser developed intellect. Then you have Dumazon is the least developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid offshoot that compensates for the lack of mental powerness with physical strength. Rex is an extraordinary developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid outcast with an even DNA string, making it adapt for both physical and mental challenges. Hyla is regenerative development anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation that makes it extremely tough and resilient. The flip breed is renowned for a highly evolved mind. Its genius is directly interlinked with the power of Kai, which amplifies their sonic output. And Murgle is the definition of idolized breed. Its evolutionary lineage has gone through in a direction where from an appearance has dominated over function. So like as you can see, there are things that, you know, if you look to the right side, you can see that as you go to each one, it actually does, you know, change your stats. I'm gonna go with Primal because I think Primal looks pretty cute. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Primal. So let's confirm that. And then here you got attributes. So define your character starting attributes. See more details and explanations of what effect each attribute has. Press
Define your genetic structure.
So you can make your character really strong. You can make your character really intelligent. You know, you can make your character agile. You can make them vitality and charisma. So all these different things affect your character. So like the stronger the character, the beefier they are. I'm gonna go for a agile and strong character. So he's not too beefed up, but he can still move around. And as you guys see, like it definitely does change on the side. You know, like as you go around and change your stats, you know, your stats do go up and higher and lower. So you can read through these if you want. I'm not gonna read through them. But like there's just so much stuff that, you know, interacts with you and like just changes the way, you know, the game plays, and everything, but pretty much straightforward, you know. So I'm gonna go like this.
Choose a genetic resilience.
So down at the bottom you have heat, biohazard, cold, and radioactivity. Obviously there are things throughout the game that'll try and harm you. What they want you to do is they want you to say which one you want your character to be more resilient to. So you start off with 6% overall to everything. You can either make your character really buff in one and not in the other. You can make your character buff in two and not in the others. You can make them buff in 3, or you can keep it 6%. So let's look up the stats details really quickly. Let's see if it tells us anything, which it doesn't. So you really don't know, like, and that's the thing about Biomutant. You don't know, like, what you're gonna be getting into, or at least I don't. So I am going to say, let's make him resistant to heat. We'll do, there, we'll do that. 14% heat, 11%, biohazard. Actually, let's see. Let's make it random. Let's see what the randomizer does. Oh, that actually looks cool on the arm. Let's leave it at that, actually.
Choose your first style.
Okay, so now we get first style. Ooh. I kind of like that. I'm gonna go with... I think I'm gonna go with this one. Or do I want to go with the one around one eye? So I'm gonna have an eye patch over the other one.
Pick your main color. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick your main color. Choose your first style.
And then I'm gonna go...
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
Trying to get it like as close as I can to my Sona. I actually like that color.
Pick a class.
Okay, so the classes. These are like
Command Deadeye.
So these are different. The different classes are like what your character is good at. So Deadeye, a tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen the life of the outside law and society values. So from what I understand when reading these things is, like, Deadeye is really good with weapons. So and it says right down at the bottom, it says perfect reload. Your ranged weapons are reloaded instantly, and your next magazine is granted plus 20% damage.
Commando.
The commando is trained as an operative of an elite special operations force. Commandos are used to work in smaller teams. So, Fury. Ranged weapon attacks inflict 10% more damage to the target.
Psyfreak.
Psy-freaks are experimenting with psychonic powers and mutations. They're usually outcasts of on the fringe of society. Shoot a spark ball. To shoot a spark ball, press down the input you have bound to the ability to it. It'll make you throw the ball in the direction you are facing, inflicting damage to the enemy you hit. And then you also have Mega Mind with this, which your Kai energy regen is increased by 20%.
Saboteur.
Saboteur is cunning, skilled explorer trained to operate covertly in both suburbs and wildness. Twin Silver Grip, so your melee dual weapon skills equip 2 different one-handed melee weapons to dual wield them, and you have Hypergenic. Your dodge energy cost is reduced by 20%.
Sentinel.
Or you have Sentinel. Sentinels dedicate themselves to protect a house. Their dedication is for the organization as a whole, including the supreme belief of their dogma. And then it says your base armor is increased by 10%.
Deadeye.
So, I don't know.
Commando.
I kind of like the Commando. I think the Commando just looks awesome. Like, who wouldn't want to look like this? Like, look at this.
Deadeye.
Like, Deadeye looks cool, don't get me wrong. And like, yeah, he wields like a revolver.
Commando.
But Commando just looks amazing. So I'm gonna go with Commando.
Commando chosen.
So this is my loadout. This is everything that I'm going with. You know, we chose the first one. We got our furry looking like this. You know, these are all our stats. We're looking really good. We chose the Commando loadout. So I'm gonna hit confirm, and hopefully we can start going in. Okay. Yeah.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice, or simply stop living.
Okay. So.
But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
So we have 2 choices. I'm dark red as in strength and power, or color me light blue for freedom and loyalty. So this is like, see, this is what, like I was saying before we started the game, like the choices that the game gives you, just it looks so amazing, and I love this. Like, I really want the strength and power, but I also really want to do the freedom and loyalty. So I'm gonna hit color me light blue for freedom and loyalty.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
So I'm not sure light is for me, or you get it, I'm bright. So this is your little conscience. So an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest, and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't know what is.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress, and as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Alright, so our light was +2. So our aura is somewhat light. So, let's go down this path.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Alright, so we're gonna jump in there. Wow. Like, I'm just baffled.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Okay. So. Let's run in here. I like the camera. Like
The
camera's
Predator
very
isn't the only threat.
like adaptive.
The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Pow!
Get that one. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, open the door. I just want to take a minute to like look at this game. Like it just looks like, look at, like it looks so smooth and everything. Like, let's take a minute to like look at my character. Like, just the detail. I can't get over it. Alright, so we got electric module. You found a weapon special effect add-on attached to your ranged weapon to give it extra damage for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have a resistance or a weakness to a different weapon type, so use them wisely. Okay, nice. I guess the yellow bar is how long... Oh, I didn't want to do that, but okay. Let's see. What's this way? Anything in here? I like how... Oh, a health pack. Nice. I like how your character just kicks things and opens it up.
Flex those arms. The oil sludges everywhere. For most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Remember repairing an attack when an enemy attacks. If you see lightning bolts above their head, press L1.
Made that one dead. Hot metal. You're low on health.
Can I get out of the sludge, please?
Ooh.
Alrighty. What can I get from you? Alright. I'll take it. Oh. Nice. Picked up some waste. Okay. That's not what I want to do. Okay. I'm not all about, you know, getting barrels in the face. you want to stop with the barrels?
You might want to fall back. All fired up. Misery. Right between the eyes. Who could stand against that?
Alright, and he's down.
Those are the kind of things you need.
So we looted that guy, looted that guy. Got that. Let's open the door. I just love how smooth, like, you know, when you jump and everything, it just looks so smooth. Some enemies carry large shields. You need to... Woohoo! Defeating enemies and completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up will allow you to raise your attribute point by 10. You'll unlock 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in Wong Fu and perks menu. To go to the menu, press. Alright. Alright. Not bad. Let's go to our menu. Let's level up our character. Alright, so when you level up and you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10, pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. So we can either bring up our vitality, our strength, our intellect, our agility, our charisma, or our luck. So leveling up a lot. Yeah, okay. You can, yep. Alright, so let's see. Let's look at it. So, vitality goes up by 10. So that would go from 10 to 20. Our intellect would go from 10 to 20. Our charisma would go from 10 to 20. And our luck would go from 10 to 20. I'm really thinking we should do our vitality. Only because we're not doing a lot of damage from far away, so it looks like we're going to have to get up close and personal. And I'd rather have some higher health so I can get in there and, you know, stay in a little longer and, you know, do what I have to do before I have to, like, you know, dodge and not dodge, but like jump back and take a health pack. So let's do vitality. You'll earn upgrade points by leveling these up. You can use these to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. Select close combat or ranged combat to unlock your special attack. There are two pillars of Wung Fu. The core material arts you start with, and the weapon mastery techniques that you unlock with weapon upgrade points. So, do we want to unlock our close combat or our ranged? Let's see. Let's go with ranged combat. And now, do we want to do guns or automatic rifles? Finish the ranged weapon chain with the full auto shooting slide. Finish your melee chain by fan firing your gun. This is a special attack. Hitting your enemy with it would fill up your super Wung Fu icon. Finishing one-handed melee chain with 3 strong slashes. Let's do this one. Yeah. Alright. You can now perform your special attack when you have the correct weapon type equipped. Once you unlock more attacks, you'll be able to combine them to reach Super Wung Fu state. Okay. Once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks. Yep. Nice. So these are all the things that we could spend it on. So our aura right now is somewhat light, which means being the best one can be and willingness to help those in need. So we have 2 light, 0 dark. So that's not bad. Now I'm wondering, do we want to go like a full let's play where we're super nice, or do we want to go a full play where we're super like dark and we don't care about others? It's like, that would be cool. Like, that's the thing I like about this game, is you can play it kind of like, you know, every time you play it, you could play it differently. You know, because like one time you could play it and it could be, you know, you could be pure light, and then the other time you could play, you could be dark. And then you can always just, you know, mix and match. Well, we got some things in gear. Alright, in this selection you can change your weapons and equipment. Circle icons represent the part of the body that can be geared up with equipment found or brought from vendors. Your favorites can be saved in the outfits menu. Let's go there. Consumables. Alright.
A perfect fit. A thing to draw blood.
Okay, so it looks like right now, obviously we don't have any other things that we can use. Let's take a look at the map. Like, oh my god. This map is huge. Look at all this space that we have to like discover. Dead zone, whereabouts. Super. Oh my god. And look, we're only in this small area. Like, we haven't even to touch the surface of this.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Slice and dice. You're in pain. Made the kill.
Nice. Bioblobs. You absorb the bioblob. These points are used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating Morks and finding containers in various places in the world. You can use your bioblob to unblock special powers by any time by exiting the mutations part of the menu. Okay. Get out of the bunker.
Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Alrighty. You found a puzzle. These are scattered around the world. Some open new paths while others feature different rewards. Switch the node is selected. Use the left analog stick. Rotate the node. Press L1 to R1. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you'll have. Each node has a certain position and must be rotated to complete the node. Running out of moves before that may have consequences. That the color match each other.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
No, wait a minute. Ah. Okay, was I not, like... White? Yellow? There we go.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Wow. See, like, and this just, it amazes me, like, because it feels like it doesn't feel like you're playing a game. It feels like you're watching a movie. You know, like, it doesn't even feel real. Like, this literally feels like I'm watching a movie. You know, and like, I love it. I absolutely love this. Like, you know, playing this and actually being able to take control of your character, and, you know, the little puzzles that I've had to deal with, you know, they're fun. You know, like, you know, I like the one puzzle that I dealt with now, like, that was fun. And I hope more of the puzzles like this, you know, in the game, I hope they get more challenging.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go.
Was that it?
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Shot through.
Woohoo! Now that's awesome.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
I will talk to the wheeled one after
Hold
I
on to that.
collect what I need to. Okay.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Remember the past.
How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have... The question is, Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
This is just amazing. I can't. Like I'm so. Look, it's little me. I'm so baffled. Like, look at this scenery. Look at how beautiful this game is. Like, oh my god. I know my internet might be messing up, but hot damn, like, if you just take a second to like look at this, like, this is so green. Like, you can see the detail in each rock.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono.
The potato people.
The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Alright. Let's run around here. Aww, look at you swimming.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one.
Okay, so let's go back. And let's merge the Nono with the tree. Again, I can't believe how this looks. Like, I'm just excited to play this game. Like, it's amazing. I've been excited all this time, and now that it's finally here, I can't wait to keep grinding this game. You know.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared
It's
something
so
specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Goo Glide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
It's just amazing. Like, they put so much time and effort into the story, you know, like they gave like
quickest way
not
out is
that they
through the roof
not that
where
they gave a
came in,
storyline, but
and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
They really paid attention to detail, you know, like they made that guy, like the voice acting is spot on, you know, and they made it, you know, I'm sure if your character looked different than mine, you know, he would have described the character differently.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
And this is Biomutant. Presented by Experiment 101. Oh my god, you go on all fours when you sprint. Oh my god.
A signpost. maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
You can fast travel to a signpost you've unlocked by selecting it on the map. To open the map at any time, press... Okay. So basically, maps are the way you can fast travel around the world. Once you interact with a map, you can fast travel to it. Oh my god.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
The guy they got to narrate this game is
He's
amazing.
heard the stories about the terror
The
inflicted by the
voice
World Eaters to
that
other
he
old
has
jobs, but never
is
expected one to come all the way
just
here.
enough to narrate this movie. So, your aura. Your inner balance has two halves that competes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times, you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue choices. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness is the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. The balance of your actions creates an aura score which affects the dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with captives and PSI shrines will award you with the PSI point that you can use to unlock psionic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached the required dark or light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Ooh. Now you see, this is a hard one. I'll leave you to your fate, or let me help you. Obviously, we know if we click I'll lead you to your fate, we'll go down darkness. If we choose let me help you, we'll bring our light up. And this is what I'm saying. You see, like, these are the actions that you can take, and it's up to you on how you want your character to be played. Do you want to be known as that character that is nasty and doesn't help people, or do you want to be known as the character that, you know, puts others first and is always interested in helping the general public before himself? Like, so I'm gonna help him.
He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Now, take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
You've gained a PSI point. Use it to unlock powers in the mutations menu. Some powers are locked by the aura score, meaning your PSI point can only unlock powers of the same color as your current aura or those without color.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are two nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe's Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe.
Okay. Alright.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
So, your current and started quests are shown in the journal. See the top menu above. You can change which quests you can track by opening the journal tab and selecting another quest. So, our main quest is the Tribe War and the Tree of Life. So these are our main quests. Everything here is basically a main quest. The exclamation points are side quests. So that's pretty cool. We know where we have to go. It's just deciding now on, do we want to go to the Myriad tribe or do you want to go to the Jangi tribe? You know, that is the actual question here, is who do we want to go to in terms of the tribe, and what tribe do we want to have represent us? Because, like, now that's the thing is, oh, sorry. That's the thing, like, once we start becoming like we go into a tribe, like, I kind of want to stick with the tribe, so that's gonna be a hard decision. Actually, I want Blaze. Let's get this one. Actually, we'll put that there. Put that there.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
So, I do think that this is going to be a good place to stop, because we'll have a little bit of suspense for tomorrow stream, you know, and we'll definitely be able to get some good choices in, and, you know, hopefully by then we can figure out what tribe we want to go to. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a really hard decision to make. It's going to be something that we have to decide, like I said, on who we want to go with and what tribe we're really going to be focusing on. You know, it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I'm going to have lots of fun with this. You know, I know that I just have a feeling that this game is going to be really good. And, you know, like I said, if it looks like something that'll interest you guys, I would definitely pick it up. It's something that was going to interest me, so I really wanted to get it, and I'm glad I did. I think it's amazing. I think it's going to be worth every penny. You know, because, like I said, there's so many ways you can finish this game. There's so many ways you can play this game. And, you know, you can customize your character in so many different ways. You know, like, I have my character now, but, like, you know, you guys saw the customization before, and you saw what had happened, you know, and, like, look at all this, the destruction that happened, and the chaos. Like, unfortunately, these people died. And it's like sad, and you actually see like destruction, and you know, you can see what, you know, things like what happens when, you know, things like this affect others. And it's just, it's so, not sad, but you just really, you realize what, you know, when you destroy like a home or something, like, you know, that animal just went right through, that world eater just went right through, destroyed these people's houses, and these people, like, unfortunately paid the price, and they died. You know, it's a game that makes you learn, you know, like the consequences of your actions. Like, your actions have consequences, and things you do. That's like the biggest thing that drew me to this game, was the things that you do in this game have consequences. So, like, it's definitely hard to make a decision, you know, and that's why when I get asked certain things in the game, like in the beginning, it took me a little bit, because I wanted to make sure I was answering these honestly, or answering these in a way that I thought would be, you know, beneficial to me, you know, at that moment. So I'm excited for this game. I can't wait to play anymore. You know, I can't wait to continue this tomorrow. I think we did a lot this, you know, this stream. We definitely got a little bit into it. We definitely started seeing, you know, how good this game can be. We started seeing the things that you can do with this game, and just look at the daytime and the nighttime shift. Like, now we're in nighttime, and look at how it looks. Like, this is just amazing. The day and night cycle. I can't. Like, this is so beautiful. It's so amazing. You know, like, the fogginess, the like if we look up in the sky, the different colors. We got the light green with the blue background and the little bit of a blue clouds, you know, but they're light blue. Like it just it fits. Everything fits, and it's amazing. And you know, this is why I say, like, you know, I'm happy that THQ Nordic made this game. You know, THQ Nordic is a really good company, and I think that this game is going to be really well. It's going to go really well. It's going to do, you know, really great things, and I can't wait to continue this game. You know, it's sorry, I had to take a drink of my soda. But it's going to be amazing. You know, we're going to see some things, we're going to see a lot of things, and I have faith in this game, you know, that it's going to be really well. So, without further ado, thank you all for coming out. If you enjoyed what you saw, if you enjoyed this game, definitely go pick it up. I think it's worth the money. You know, if you enjoy single player games where you can create your own character and you can control your destiny, definitely pick it up. If you know, just like the grind, like the challenges, you know, like to have a game where there's endless possibilities, where you could play it several times and always come out with a different possibility, this is probably the game for you. Thank you all for coming out for Wolfpack Gaming. Like I said, my name was Jake, and I enjoyed playing this game, and I can't wait to play it again tomorrow. So, you know, if you guys enjoy a game like this, definitely hit that subscribe button and definitely come back tomorrow, because we're gonna be picking up from here, and I can feel that it's only gonna get better from here. You know, we got a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of, you know, the grind and everything, and it's gonna be amazing. The voice acting, the voice narration is amazing so far. I can't wait, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. So let's hope tomorrow we get some good fighting combat in. You know, let's hope that I can pick up where we left off, and just remain the hype, guys. You know, this game just came out, so it is gonna be a little laggy. So if it is a little laggy, you know, just remember that this game just came out. There's going to be a few bugs in it. Not every game's perfect, but right off the bat, this game is looking amazing, and I can't wait to continue it. The tutorial wasn't hard. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, you know, and like I said, I feel like I can't say it enough. I feel like I'm watching a movie by playing this game. The cinematics, the narration, the way it looks, like, look right now, the grass is blowing in the wind, and it's actually getting affected by the surrounding, you know, environment. If you actually look, there's dust that's getting blown towards my character. Like, it's amazing. And I can't wait to see what else happens throughout the game and what else we see. You know, the developers took a lot of time to, you know, put this stuff into it, and they took a lot of time to develop this game, and I can't wait to finish playing it. You know, I know this is going to be a very long game, and I honestly, you know what, can't wait. With all the battle royales that are coming out, you know, this is a different type of game, and this is the game that I think is going to be, you know, can only get better from here. With anything that you can put in this game, you know, the customization options are, you know, endless. You can customize your character to whatever you want, you know. So, like I said, if you guys enjoy this game, definitely go pick it up. If you enjoyed the video, definitely subscribe, hit that like button, ring the bell for notifications for when I go live and everything. And my name's Jake. Thanks for coming by, and I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Bye!